And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to LA Noire. And, yeah, we got another murder. Go figure.
Another body. And Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
What exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Alright, and let's actually go on ahead and show off another costume here. I don't know if I have any other outfits to show off, but you never know. Did I show off the Sword of Justice? I don't know if I did or not. Huh. Well, let's go on ahead and show off the Sword of Justice anyway. I'm pretty sure I didn't show that off. And if I did, well, my apologies. Alright, I'm going the wrong way here. Excuse me, Fig Bar. Alrighty, so we got our first objective. We want to head over to the pawnbroker. So let's go to pawnbroker first. And you know, it's the usual.
This is looking hot.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
And actually, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second to last case for homicide desk. So that's exciting. The next video will be the last case for homicide.
Guy before.
He ran, for God's sake.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Excusez-moi, Miss Sherry. You might want to move your ass out of the way.
Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, and 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
And here we are at the pawnbroker. Alrighty. Interesting, interesting.
How can I help you boys?
Rings, you got him?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Alrighty. So let's check out the two rings. Examine them and...
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Hartfield's
Thanks
Jewelry.
for the tip.
The same jewelry store that we investigated back as a patrolman? Man, memories. There we go.
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
Alright, I guess that's it.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Okay, we're done here. That's interesting. The rings that happened to be missing showed up over at the pawnbroker. Well, in the meantime, let's go on ahead and go to the rail yard. Not much else to do here. And yeah, I still have the vote going on between which games I should cover next. You should probably vote if you haven't voted yet between the X-Files or Fear Effect for PlayStation 1. So far, the X-Files seems to be winning. And, that can change. This LP is still going, and like I said, the votes don't close until May 31st, so get on that. I have a bit of a well, not suspicion, but I have a bit of an idea of
Could we try not killing the people that pay our salary?
this just proves I can't drive while I'm concentrating and talking at the same time. So what I meant to say was I have an estimation of when this LP is going to end. And I want to say probably towards the end of June. Wait, hold on. Am I even going in the right direction? Probably not. So we want to go this way. Hold on. I'm feeling a little stupid here. By in a minute, mind you. Okay, hold on. So we want to go this way. Then we can turn this way. And now we're heading in the right direction. My sense of direction sucks today, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Don't help that it's hot as hell over here where I'm at right now.
You boys ready? Follow me.
If you guys don't consider 78 degrees to be hot, well,
We're all on the same team.
you're fucking insane, first off.
Oh, come on!
Oops, my bad.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't... Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Okay. So, another dead body. Clothed by the looks of things.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Okay. Ugh. I'm never gonna get used to, examining these dead bodies.
There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
The autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Eek. Alrighty. Let's take a look at her wrists. Anything missing? Yep, usual.
Missing ring.
Missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Okay, nothing in her other hand. But it looks like we got something laid out over here on this rug. So let's check them out. Liquor store, huh?
Shit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
May as well check it out. Another matchbook for... what is it? Mensch's Bar, corner 9th and Main. May as well go there. And last, let's just go ahead and check out the handbag. Let's see what we got in here. Huh.
Go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
A job ticket,
That's
huh?
gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Well, shit. And a torn letter. Dear Evelyn, hope that this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor. We both know what that makes you become. But I am not writing to harass and accuse. I am writing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what you have become of my little girl, and what she is doing to herself. You are destroying your body and your soul with liquor, Evelyn, and it is harder for me to watch than you can imagine. But only God Almighty above us has a right to judge, and so I beg your forgiveness. I've been in contact with a sanitarium here in Connecticut on your behalf. They say your condition is an illness, Evelyn, and that it can be treated. You only need to check yourself in. Torn letter. Ugh. Well, we're done here, at least. Jesus Christ. Let's go on ahead and question a couple of people here. Let's talk to this guy first. See what he's got.
Help me out. Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Alright, let's question the pervert over here.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
Fucking Christ.
Classic Carmine.
Leave the car in front of the hydrant and I'll give you a ticket.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
I don't fucking blame him. Let him. Jesus Christ.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
That's a rough way of saying it. You look so fucking proud saying that, too. Like, what the hell?
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Yeah, no. What else did you do to the body besides kiss her?
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Jesus fucking Christ, what a day. Well, there's a game well here, so let's go on ahead and check in. So... as much as you want to believe that that guy at the rail yard isn't the killer.
How could I help, Detective?
That's just
I need an
wrong.
address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Kissing a dead body? Ugh.
Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thank you.
Alrighty, well, we got our liquor store location. But before we go to the liquor store, let's actually head to the bar. We'll go to Mensch's bar.
Watch it, will you?
No. Well, I tried.
Afraid that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do
Want to sell the food to fund the Civil War against the communists.
that. Really? Guess that's okay.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew the king. You think the Chinese will mock at an emperor if they're starving?
And this is why I don't get into politics. I'm not, you know... I mean, I'll acknowledge what's going on in the world, but I won't take part of it. You know, it's just like with me in football, or me with any sports in general, or me with religion, all that. I just really have no interest in any of that. Now, you want to talk to me about a good video game? Well, I can talk to you about a good video game. And this here, ladies and gentlemen, is a grand video game. But, yeah. Trying to be a little more lively with these next few parts because I've noticed that I've been a little quiet for most of these playthrough, and I apologize. Thinking I might be going the wrong way, Doc. But that's okay. Because I'm almost there. And that's all that's important. Is that I am almost there. And therefore, I am here.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
And by a bunch of these guys, there's only one guy here. So let's go ahead and approach him.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Uh-huh.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No. I was at home. Writing.
Are you sure about that? I think you got a little bit more.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Just a few skirmishes.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
We're done here. Not much to go by, but we're done here. Anyway, now we can check out the liquor store. So let's go on ahead and check out the liquor store. Notice that the location hasn't been crossed off. Something tells me we'll be returning to this bar at a later time.
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
Amanda's a suspect.
10 out of 30 landmarks, huh? Not a bad haul, I suppose.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
See what we got going on here.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store, that was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around.
For real. Check out a few things here. A photograph. A strange looking photograph, but a photograph nonetheless. What do we got here?
She wasn't always such a loner.
Didn't seem like the type to be a loner. A book.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle.
Aristotic Metaphysics.
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing it
Huh.
from Rodner McCaffrey.
Well, let's check out one more thing here. A bowling pin.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Yeah, like stealing pins. 'Cause that makes sense.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Guess we're done here. Yeah, the only thing you need to look out for was for that book, but you can check out the other items. Nothing's stopping you, really. Anyway, let's speak to the store owner. See what we can get out of him.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Okay.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
Ouch.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Alrighty. Tell me a little more.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
No. Seems like he really did care for her. You know, no matter how drunk she got. Alright, let's head back to the bar and pay another visit to McCaffrey.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Code 2.
11 King, in or out? Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
We can keep him waiting a little bit. Let's head back to Mench's bar. Then we can head back to the police. You know, got this one inkling question to ask McCaffrey here. Make a turn here. Excuse me, sir. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here and head back to Mench's bar. Hey, McCaffrey, got another question for you, bud.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
Lie.
You're lying, McCaffrey.
We found your book.
You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
I'm holding more than aces, bud. I'm holding a king, a queen, a jack, possibly a 10 in there somewhere. Either way, your book was there.
A book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing. It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thanks, McCaffrey, I guess. There's my wonderful car, just staying there in the middle of the fucking road. Alrighty. Let's go to bowling alley. That way we can get a hold of Tiernan. And yeah. Interesting, it's been an interesting case so far, to say the least.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy who works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, warps the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, man. Let's go get him.
All right, so what are we waiting for? So you want to go to the back by going through this door right here.
Tiernan! LAPD! There!
We're just borrowing this.
Get after it.
Oh man, this car's nice. Oh man, good speed and everything. Anyway, we're chasing after Tiernan. we don't have a siren, unfortunately, but we can definitely use this to catch up to Tiernan pretty damn quickly.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
I wish you luck. You drink enough as is anyway. Oh, come on.
Clean this asshole off the road.
Oh, Jesus.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to land.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Ah, dipshit.
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Hands behind your head.
I definitely saw that. Literally, the car doors just opened and they closed and... Did I mention that this game wasn't perfect on the Switch? I mean, for what it can run, it's great, but I mean, with glitches like that, it's hard to ignore. But, anyway, I think we can now finally head to Central Police Division.
KGPL 20 Central Unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Central Unit identify.
I got nothing to say about that glitch. I mean, there was another glitch that happened not too long ago in this case, but, yeah, I think that glitch just takes the cake. Oop. Well, that happened.
Guy from the paper solved the big case.
Okay, we're over here, and
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
thanks. Let's head downstairs again. See what we can get. You know, Cole Phelps, there's no need to open that other door. Don't fucking judge me, you fucking drunk. Fucking fig bar.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
Interesting, interesting.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Alright.
I'm busy now.
Well, this police station is full of telephones, so let's go ahead and use one of them.
I'm no yegg. I scat the scratch. Is that so wrong?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street.
Alright, well, we got the
between
location.
Ward and Alpine.
So let's head over there.
Thanks.
Is W2 free? That's correct. I gave his wife a tap. I said all the
This one's not really a very long
Let me pose
case.
a question. Depends. What you got to do with? Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away? Depends. On what? On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Alright. So let's go ahead and hunt down his apartment. After causing a little bit of city damage. Okay, we're gonna go this way, I guess. Could have taken a scenic route, but you know, I guess I'll just have to drive correctly for once. I say as I take a sharp corner of the sidewalk. Alright, again, let's check the mailboxes here. It says that McCaffrey here lives in apartment 6. Let's go up the stairs then. I'm assuming it's top floor. Hi, sir. How are you doing? Okay, well, nice seeing you. Rooms 9 and 10. Rooms... Okay. Went one too high. Silly me. Alrighty. 5 and 6, right over here.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
Where'd you go, Fig Bar? Oh, there you are. Okay. A lot of things seems to be red herrings here. But it looks like we have one major clue here. But let's take a look at this clue. The bottom half of a torn letter. Take long before you are healed, and you can come home. I have put your things back into your old room, with a lock on the door for your privacy, and you can come and go as you please. I will care for you, and you can return to your normal life. I know your address has changed, so I cannot be sure this letter will find you, but I pray that it does, and that you consider what I have said. I love you very much, and I will pray every night that you are safe, and that one day you will knock on my door, and the rift between us will be mended. With love and understanding, your mother, Augusta Summers. Jesus Christ. But what about this? Looks like it's a bloody, iron.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Are you sure you're allowed to smoke in here, ma'am? You said down the hallway. Is it up stairs and then down the hallway? I don't quite remember. What's up, sir? Okay, yeah, it's up here. Roof access, pigeon coop. Let's go after him.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
The fuck was that? It's just like, attack, my friend! Attack! Uh-oh. Well, he's got a bit of a head start because I got lost. Go figure. Oh my lord. It's gonna take a while for me to get this sucker. Oh well, whatever. Hopefully he'll slow down a little bit. Probably not, though.
There he is, officer!
Thanks. I just saw him.
Hey, you got me! Give him one for me and catch him!
The hell did you just yell at me about? I'll fucking end you. You think I won't? Alrighty.
Brother McCaffrey, stay and fight this good fight.
Come on, McCaffrey. You mind slowing down for me so I can catch your ass? Just a little? Maybe? No? Okay.
Can't we talk about this?
No, not really. Man, this guy's gonna take a little bit. You know, one would say that guy would have gotten a concussion. But that's just me.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up.
Alrighty.
Unless Tiernan set him up. I don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Yeah, whoever.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't get involved?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case in hand, shall we? Then we can sit down.
I don't think I want to go down there.
I'll hold you to that.
KGPL to any unit. The citizen reports suspicious activity 111 South Alameda. Stand by.
Here I thought I was going to take a shortcut. That's okay, it's not that far anyway. Anyway, we're approaching the end of this case, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to be in a bit of a situation as to who we can charge here. Kylack in the DJ case, I guess. I think it was. Could be wrong. There was one of the other homicide cases as well.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
Have I failed you so far, sir? Plus, you just kind of disappeared, so, you know. Anyway, let's speak of Tier. Let's speak of Tiernan.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
You barely knew her, huh? Alrighty.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
We didn't say more than friends, but victim last seen. McCaffrey gave you up.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this?
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Keep talking.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
He got a little something more there, bud.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but you know, I'm not so sure.
Alrighty.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Okay. How about the liquor purchase?
You're lying, Tiernan. You've been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left, that was it!
Do you not see why I hate this city?
Liquor purchase. Stick that on him.
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, McCaffrey was a hero, McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Deep.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Alrighty.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
You can't expect me to start it.
Let's leave for now.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Don't you have rules against this sort of thing?
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and question Gross. Or, McCaffrey, in other words. I'm going to call him Gross from now on.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Huh.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Okay, that's a bit bullshit.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
How about the bottom half of the torn in the letter, dickweed?
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
You're such a dick.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Yeah? Yeah.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Yeah, how about Tiernan's accusation?
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Alrighty, well, we got one more question to ask Tiernan, but first, phone call.
Do I need to find someone to look after me now?
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, with that, we could probably go ahead and pin it on... Oh, Jesus. Okay, anyway, last question for Tiernan. Let's go.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
I'm no hood. I'm a crooner.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying.
Tiernan said, well,
We're
not
not looking
Tiernan,
for
but
Tell me
McCaffrey said
what really
more.
happened.
So let's use his accusation for this
I don't
lie.
know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
Is this a picture of your car?
And there we go.
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box, and he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn, and that it was all over the radio, and that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. It wasn't me.
Holy Christ, man.
Anyone seen where Miss Wells went?
Let's leave the interrogation. We got one more question to ask.
Wait here.
McCaffrey. I mean, it's obvious who we're going to charge, but you know, let's just get this last question out of the way and then we can charge him for it.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Yeah, you were.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
How about your criminal record?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it?
Ooh,
How is
pushing
a
him
man
over the
supposed to call
edge.
himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Okay, let's charge him.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in a prison graveyard.
And that's it for the studio secretary murder, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ, what a fucking case. I am quite curious. Yeah, I figured as much. I kind of did screw up on a couple of those chases, but you know, that's to be expected. But, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for this episode, and the next case will be the last homicide case. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Blue Hedgehog 2010. As always, happy gaming, my friends.